class of button. With the help of that button, yeah, with the help of that button, we can just fire our on-click event. We already discussed, Nazar. Every HTML tag have different kind of events: on click, on blur, on double click, on mouse over. All these events. Okay. Right now we are using on click event. Click event. Okay. Whenever we click, then this function. This is one kind of function in jQuery. Okay. In this function, we have two line of code. We can use any number of line code. Right now our requirement is only two line of code that we are using. Now what is our requirement? We have to just hide these things, means we have to hide these two divs. Let me just inspect the element. Yeah, we have these two div. You can see in the inspect element also. There is two div or not, Nazar? The div also a container tag of HTML. Okay. So if we hide divs, then our paragraph tag is all automatically hidden. Will automatically hidden. Okay. So what we use the code for hiding div, just within the dollar we use directly div, not any class and not any id. We use directly div. Div means our HTML tag div. So it will hide all the div whatever we have in our page. In our current page, it will hide all the divs. Okay. So that is the working of hide function. It will just hide that particular div or any HTML tag. And we are also hiding this hash txt1, means there is one id txt1. Where is the id txt1? Here, of our text box. We gave the id txt1, so it will hide the text box also. So yeah, if I refresh and click on this button, then the click event will fire, the function will execute, and it will hide the text box and divs. Okay, Nazar? So this is the working of hide. And now Kushi, just can you show me your code of what I have fed in, fed out? This is same working. Okay, just try, just try to run it. You use div hash div1. Why we use hash div1? Kushi? Okay, okay, just try to run it. Just run it on the browser. Okay. It is not okay. Just enter anything into the text box and click on submit query. You didn't give the name. That's why all the name is same. First one. It is not coming in the text also. Just click on second one, middle one, and third one also. Third one also. Just go back to the code. What we use dot sub dot click alert high. Why we use alert high? Value where, oh, this is not correct code. Document.ready, yeah, document.ready is correct. Dot sub. You didn't use the spaces also. Okay, okay, Khushi. Just send me this file. Okay, send me this file. I will just correct that file. Okay, I will correct in the end of the session. Okay, Khushi. Okay. Today, today we are going to discuss basic of Ajax. Okay, Nazar, Nazar, are you there? Yeah. Today we are going to discuss about the Ajax. What is the Ajax? How we use Ajax? Nazar, did you know what is the Ajax? Did, and yeah, you can see the library. Okay, why we use Ajax? Okay, and Kushi, do you know about the Ajax? Okay, okay. So let's discuss about the Ajax. What is the Ajax and why we use Ajax? What is the advantage of using Ajax in our website, in our web pages? Okay, actually, Ajax is everywhere. In every website, we use Ajax. Okay, Ajax, jQuery, JavaScript, CSS, we use in every website. Okay, HTML is compulsory. We have to use HTML for every website. Okay. Now let's concentrate on Ajax. What is Ajax? Ajax, the full form of Ajax is asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Asynchronous means whenever we just submit our form, means whenever we just if we clicked on the edit button, there is one refresh always. If we just update our form, there is a refresh, it is submitted, means our whole page is submitted to the server and there is some response according to our coding, and we will just display that response on our browser window. Okay, in every performance till now, whatever we have seen, it is means in the PHP code, in the PHP code, whatever the page we developed till now, it is with the refresh, means whole page will be submitted to server and server just give the response and we just display the output on our browser window. But with the help of Ajax, can you see the refresh here, Nazar and Kushi? Yeah, here whenever we submit, whenever we update, means I just want to edit the name. I just want to edit the name and I just click on update. There is one refresh here, means our whole page will be submitted. Okay, there is one refresh. So it is the synchronous request, and Ajax will send asynchronous request, means it will not submit whole form. It will just submit a part of form or a part of data, a required data, and take the response from the server and display as per our requirement. Okay, if our requirement to display anything, then it will display. Otherwise, if you don't need to display anything, then it will not going to display. Okay, so Ajax will not submit whole form. So this is one kind of advantage or not, Nazar? If you want to just do any task, means in the Facebook, everybody just serve the Facebook. In the Facebook, if you like any post, so it will not refresh whole page, it will just change the content of that particular post it will just increase the number of likes and just change the like to unlike. Did you notice that? Nazar Khushi? And also in comment, if you just comment in any post, you just enter the comment into text box and hit enter, then comment automatically post it to that post. Our whole page will not be refreshed. So that is the advantage of Ajax. Means you can see the Facebook home page, Facebook you can say home page or profile page. There is so many things in that page. Oh, one second. Hello, Nazar, can you hear me? Yeah, and Khushi, are you there? Maybe Khushi disconnected the call. Hello, Khushi. Khushi, are you there? Okay. She's online, not in the conference. One second, Nazar. I just call Khushi.
Your call has been forwarded. Automatic voice message system. Hello.
Yeah, Khushi, just join the conference call.
Okay.
Okay, Nazar. So, what we are discussing about the Ajax. What you understand about the Ajax till now, Nazar? Okay. Yeah. If anybody asks you the definition, how you will define the Ajax? What is the Ajax? Yeah, Khushi. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can say that. Just you have to give the definition from starting, means just give the first full form of Ajax. Okay, means Ajax is the asynchronous JavaScript and XML. And why we use Ajax means Ajax is a way of communicating with the server without submitting whole page. Way of communicating with the server without submitting whole page. It just submitted a part of page. Okay, we can communicate with the server. Server means our server where we have to execute the code. There is one server or not? There is one server and one client. Client means our browser, it is client, and this is the local host, it is our local server right now. Okay, so all the code will execute with the help of our localhost server, means with the help of our Apache server. Okay, Nazar and Khushi. So Ajax will just submit the particular part of page, or you can say it will not submit whole page. It will just do as per our requirement a particular part of page. It will just refresh that particular part of page and communicate with the server asynchronously. Asynchronously means synchronous communication means synchronous communication means our simple communications, just submitting our form into the server, means our whole form will be submitted to the server, and server give the response and we display that response, nothing else. So now let's see how we okay, just tell me the advantage. What is the advantage? So it will not submit to the submit whole page to the server. So what is the advantage, Khushi? If our whole page will not going to submit to the server, then what is the what will be the advantage? Yeah, it is submitted particular part, it is not submitting our whole page. Just tell me the advantage, Nazar. Yeah, yeah, you don't have to refresh whole page, but there is, in this process there is one big advantage. There is one big advantage. Advantage is it is increase the performance of website. How? The advantage of Ajax is Ajax will increase the performance of website. Why it is increased? Because our whole page is not going to submit. So in our page, in our one web page, there is so many things, means fetching the data from the server, and so we have to fire the query to the database and communicate with the database by using the any language. Okay, so there is so many things, so it will just save that burden on the server. It will save the burden or not, means it means i just want to I just want to submit only one particular, okay, in case of, okay, I just want to delete this thing only. Okay, I don't want to just submit whole page. So in this page, what is going on in this display page? In this display page, whenever this page loads, okay, whenever this page loads, means whenever we refresh this page, one query will fire. Which query? To just getting whole record from the database, from our table. This is the record from our user table or not? This is our task. We have completed our task. We just display to all record from the table into our web page. For that we have to fetch all the record from the table. So every refresh, in the every refresh we are fetching the data in every refresh. So if we want to just delete, okay, After deleting, right now in present condition, what we have learned in the task, after deleting it is refreshing the page, means yeah, it is deleting, just firing one query into the database and refreshing this page, means again firing one query uh, again one firing one query for fetching all remaining record from the database and displaying it. So if we just use Ajax of delete, when we are deleting, we use Ajax. With the help of Ajax, if we delete any record, then second which process, for fetching all the data, we just save one query to execute. We just save one query, so burden of server will reduce. Burden of server reduce, then our website will be more better, with the better performance. Better performance means it will just run fast. Why? Right now there is only one client, but if we just create one social networking site, there is so many clients, so many users are there. If every user just submit every time, so there is burden in our website, so it will just hang, or it will performance, poor performance with the poor performance. Okay, there's so it will take so many time to load because our server is busy to executing or performing other tasks. Okay, Nazar? So if means it means, just take an example, if Facebook doesn't use jQuery and Ajax, then it will be just no, you can say it will just it will take so too many time to load. It will take so many time to load any particular page. Why? Because there is so many users, every user loading different pages. So server of Facebook should just display, should just send the response to every user. So every user, if we don't use Ajax, every user just load whole page every time, so server have to do more work, so it will just get slow. Okay, Nazar? Did you understand the advantage? Khushi, did you understand the advantage? By using Ajax, we just improve the performance of our website. It will just reduce the burden of our server by not submitting whole page. Okay? So today we are going to discuss Ajax, how we delete the record with the help of Ajax. Okay, just see, if I click on delete, there is a one pop-up. This is because of JavaScript, no page refresh till now. Okay, if we click on OK, in our old condition, in our last condition, our page will refresh. But right now I use Ajax. Okay, if I click OK, there is no refresh. Just see here, there is no refresh, but this record will be deleted. It is deleted, but there is no refresh. Did you notice, Nazar? If we click on delete and click on OK, there is no refresh, but our record is deleted. You can see with the refresh also. Yeah. Okay, so I have done this delete with the help of Ajax. Let's see the code. Okay, do you understand, Khushi? What is our requirement? We need to delete any particular record with the help of Ajax. Khushi, are you there? Okay. Okay, let's see the code. What is the code? This is our old task. We have completed this task. Did you remember, Khushi and Nazar? Yeah. In the display, We use Ajax because this is the display.php or not? Yes, this is the display on .php. We use Ajax on this page. The same code, but where we have changed in the this in this place means we use one library min.js. I just use means live file. You can just use a local file also by saving this. You just go to this URL and save the file, and you can include that file into your program also. Okay, so I use just live library whole thing. Okay, and whenever we clicked on the delete, I just give there is a dot delete. There is dot delete means it means there is one class or not, Khushi? We represent class with the dot. So where is the dot delete class? We use delete class in our anchor tag. Which anchor tag? In our delete anchor tag. In this anchor tag. Sorry, this delete anchor tag. We use one function. Means on clicking this anchor tag, we execute one function, one jQuery function. This is jQuery function or not, Nazar? This is jQuery function. Okay. Now dollar this just represent current element. We already discussed so many times in the PHP also, in JavaScript also, in jQuery also. If we use this or dollar this, it means it is represent the current element. Which is the current element? Right now we are clicking on anchor tag or not? Yes, we are clicking on anchor tag. Okay, so what is our current element? That particular anchor tag. Okay, so we just assign that anchor tag element. Means every element have one specific definition, so we just assign into one variable. Now we can here also we can directly use dollar this dot atr. Okay, now attr, this is one function of jQuery. Okay, this is the, just concentrate on this function. This function just return, you can return the name of id or value of id or value of class. You can get any element id or element class. Means, one second, in this example, if you click the button, okay, if you click the button btn, this is the jQuery function to hiding the div. Right now we are not hiding any div. Okay, just remove this div also. We use only one div. Now in the this button, I'll just give one ID also. What I'm doing, I'm giving one ID, btn ID. What I have done, Nazar, just give one ID also. Okay, this button have one ID. I just remove this also. It will not confuse you, and remove this commented code also. Now simple code, you can remove this also. So we don't have anything into, that's why I'm not removing. Okay, what I'm doing, I just give one ID. Now my requirement is just Khushi, my requirement is whenever we click on this button, okay, we click on this button, I need id value. Id value means id attribute value, this value btn id. I need this id. This is my requirement. How we will get this id? How we will get this id? Button is clicked, dot btn, we use class name of that particular button. Yes, we use class name. dollar this, the same call, dollar this means it will just indicate current element. What is our current element right now, Nazar? Which is our current element right now? If we clicked on the button, which element is our current element? Button is also an element of HTML. Element means HTML elements. Okay, elements. I just use the element word. It means HTML element. Yeah, yeah. The button is now current element. Okay, button current element dot attr is our function. What we need ID. Just pass the ID, and it will return the value of our ID. We can assign that value into one variable. I just use IDD. Okay. We can alert. Okay, semicolon. We need semicolon. We can alert. Alert is one kind of displaying, just same as echo. You can see the value within the variable, whatever with the value. Okay. What is our requirement? Our requirement is just whenever we click on the button, I need this ID. Here is our code. Right now we have only this div. This is not necessary div. If I click on button, we are getting ID or not? Khushi? This is a BTN ID. This is the same ID of button or not? Khushi? Yeah. Another, do you understand why we use ATTR? Attribute. The full form of ATTR. Yeah. Yeah. Full form of ATTR is attribute. Then it will return the value of attribute. The value of property, you can say. If we use class here. Now Khushi, tell me what will be the output if we use in place of ID, I use class. Whenever we click on button, what will be the output? Khushi, can you tell me? No, no. We are on this page. We are on this. Okay. If we are using here ID. ID is our attribute property. This is indicate on our attribute, and this is the property of that particular element or attribute. Okay. So what it is returning ID of our current element or not? It is returning ID or not? Yes. If we use class here, then it will return class, the value of class BTN. One second. Let me show you. If we click here, then it will return. It is returning BTN, means class value. Means the ATTR function it's a new one. Okay. This function just return whatever with the element. We are using dollar this. Dollar this means current element. Okay. Whatever with the element, it will return that element properties value. Properties means the class value or ID value, whatever we use. Did you get the working? Nazar, ATTR function. Okay. It will only give the value of ID and class. Just remember one thing, first thing. Okay. Value of ID and the class. Okay. And name also. If I use a name, these are the properties or not of our HTML tag. Name, ID. and class. These are the properties, and we give the value, any user defined value, and this ATR function will return that values of property. Means now my requirement is I want to just uh, return, I just want to catch the value of name, value of this name of our button, of our button. Okay, input type submit, of our submit button. So I have to just change here name, then it will return the value of name, simple button. Just use here, yeah, it is returning button. Nazar khushi, whatever with the value, it will return that value. Means if we have id, any other id, means any number, and I need this id, I just use id here, it will return that particular number. Whenever we click, it is returning the value of id or not? Yes. Okay, khushi and nazar. Okay, if you want to just tell me which id you want in this example, any other html tag id and class, any other example I can give you. Means if you want to this class, do you want to this class or this id? We can get this id and this class also. Okay, nazar, we can get this id and this class also. Okay, but we have to change here. Means whenever we click on the, right now we didn't learn about parent and all these functions, so we have to use on click event of that particular paragraph tag, on click event of that particular paragraph tag. So if we need this id, we have to change here hash id. Which id? PID. I will just take that id again, or you can say if we have any class of that paragraph p1. Okay, then we can get this p1 also with the help of this id, hash id click dollar this attr, and we just have to change here class. Okay, just return that value or alert, we are alerting. Now if we click on that paragraph, it is returning p1. Okay, khushi, do you understand the working of attr function, attribute function? Now just tell me, Nazar, if we have id of the second paragraph p2 or any integer value 2000. Okay, I just want to know, I just want this id value, how I will do with the code. I need 2000 value on the alert. What will be the code? Is I don't have this paragraph, I don't have this, I don't have this, nothing else. Okay, I just have this paragraph, and I need this value, id value. What will be the code? Okay, on clicking of this paragraph with the help of class, I need this value, id value. Just tell me where I have to change. Uh, okay, I directly if I change the attribute ID. Okay, one second. I need ID, so I have to change the ID. Yes, it is correct. But right now, what is the current element? Hash PID. There is any hash PID? No. Or you can say, yeah, hash PID. Okay, one second. Yeah, we have hash PID also. Okay, but it will just indicate that ID, that element. So it will return PID. Hash PID means same ID it will return. It will return itself. But I need this 2000 value. This value. Khushi, can you tell me? Okay, I already told you just on click of this paragraph with the help of class. I need with the help of class. So dot. So it will indicate that current P class. What is our class name? P class of that paragraph. So it will indicate with the help of dollar this indicate our current element. Current element means this paragraph tag. And what we are doing? Okay, class and I need ID. I need ID. So I have to use here ID. I have to use ID with the help of this P class. Okay, yeah, with the P class means on clicking of this paragraph tag, it will return that ID value. Where is the ID value here? 2000. So it will return 2000. It is returning 2000. Kushi? Attribute tag just return id, name, class, these value of current element. You can say or any current element or selected element. Okay, it will means attribute function, attr function, it will be used for id, class and name of our html element. Dollar this just indicate current html element. Okay, just try to understand attr, search the attr and in the our um, w3 school. Okay, Kushi, another, just try to understand attr and we will just discuss more about the attr in our next session. Just try to understand. If you have any query, then you can ask me. Okay, we can remove this line. Remove this line. How we indicate current element? Using dollar within the brackets. This. Okay. Do you understand this? Yeah. It will indicate current element. Which is our current element? Our anchor tag. Where is our anchor tag? Delete class anchor tag. And what we have done? We use ID of this anchor tag of our which ID? Our record ID. How what we are echoing? Our record ID. We are echoing our record ID into the ID section. So we will get, that's why we have to get the ID value. attr del ID. So it will return the ID of our anchor tag. Okay. It will, what it will return? It will just return the ID of our anchor tag. Now, okay, Z, and we are just okay. Control X. we can use within this. Okay, now we are using one confirmation box. We already see the confirmation box. Nazar, confirm, are you sure want to delete or not? This is the confirmation box or not? Yeah, if we select yes, then it will return true. If we select cancel, then it will return false. If it is written true, then this if condition will execute. Otherwise, this is this if will execute. Otherwise, it will not going to execute anything. Okay, okay, Nazar. Okay, now within this if condition, what we have used, one we just created one variable where info is a one user defined variable. Okay, within this variable, what we are assigning, this is the simple string. Within single quote and double quote, everything is string. Okay, and with plus is concatenating operator in the JavaScript and jQuery. In PHP, dot is concatenating operator, means uh, for adding to a string, for concatenating to a string, we use dot in PHP and plus in JavaScript and the jQuery. Okay, what we are concatenating, del id means whatever be the id of that anchor tag, we have just get that id using this line of code, and we are just adding id equals to del id. Okay, Nazar, do you understand this variable? If we alert this variable, okay, alert, then it will just show info. Khushi, are you there? We are alerting info variable. So it will just display, this is confirmation box. Okay, if we click OK, then id equals to 29, and if we click OK, then it will be deleted. Means it will id equals to 29. Because of this, we get the 29, nothing else. Okay, so we have to pass this in our above code. We have to pass this variable. Now, right now we are just doing with JavaScript and the jQuery coding. Right now, this is the Ajax code. This is the Ajax code. Okay, this is the syntax of Ajax. This is the simple 4-line Ajax code for deleting. Dollar Ajax. This is the syntax of Ajax for starting Ajax code. Okay, this is start from here and it will end here. Okay, Nazar? It start here and end here. This is in between the dollar dot Ajax. We use these line of code, these 4 line of code. Okay, what we have used, we can use type, URL, and data. Okay, within the type, we use within the form tag method post or get or not. Khushi, if we want to send the data, we have to choose one method, either post or get. Nazar, did you remember in the form tag we pass method post or get? Same here. We have to pass type, method type. This will indicate just this type indicate the method type. Type we are using post type. But we are using post. So in the next page, whatever be the page whatever is the page we are going to that page, we are redirecting to that page using Ajax. We have to use post method, means dollar underscore post, for fetching the data whatever we send from here. Okay, this type indicates just the method name, the URL. we are sending data from one page to another page or not. Means if you want to delete, then there should be one delete statement or not, Nazar. If you want to delete any record, if you want to delete any record, just forget about this. Okay, if just give me a simple answer. If you want to delete any record from the table, okay, then you have to execute delete query or not. You have to execute the delete query, then only you can delete the record from the database. Okay, Kushi, did you understand? If you want to delete any record, you have to fire the query or delete query, then only you can delete any particular record. Okay, so this URL just send us any particular page delete.php. In this page we have write the delete query. Yeah, it will execute this whole page and it will just send the data from that page to this page, and we will just receive the id. And this is the connection string, simple, same code, no change. I have just changed nothing in delete.php. Delete.php is the same code, but it will execute this page without refreshing whole page. Why? Because we are using ajax, so we have to pass within the url, we have to pass the page name you want to execute, or the page name where we use the queries for fetching data, for updating data, for deleting data, any query. Okay, just remember type. Okay, I will describe this working of whole code. Today, just remember type is for our method name, URL is for we just pass the page name where we write the query. We have to write, we have to execute the query if you want to delete any record. If you want to fetch any records, we have to execute the select query. If you want to insert any record, you have to use insert query. So we just write all the query delete query into delete.php, same as our previous example, same query. I didn't change anything in delete.php. This code is same, but I'm just calling this page using ajax asynchronously. I'm calling this page asynchronously. Okay, in the data. Now third thing, first thing, the type of method, url. Second thing means which page you want to execute, and third thing, data, means on that page whatever you are sending, whatever you are executing on that page, what you have to send, the data, which variable you want to send. What I am sent, I just sent info variable. Info is user defined variable, and what we have done in info, we just created one id, one variable and value combination. Id equals to 28, 38, whatever with the id. I already show you in the alert. It will just alert like a id equals to 28. So what we are sending, that id equals to 28, means value variable and value combination. So we will just send this and we execute this page, and it will perform the our queries. It will execute our query on this page and return back to the, it will return back to the our success function. Okay, and it is succeed, then it will execute further code. This is the java's jQuery code. This is the jQuery code. I will describe this code tomorrow. This is nothing for, this is just for hiding. This is just for hiding. Okay, I just want to save. 1 second. I just remove that code. Which code? This code. Okay, I just remove this code. I use that code just for hiding whenever we just delete anything. Okay, now if I use one more record, I just inserted one more record. Now we have two records. Now if we click on delete, yeah, delete will perform. and it will delete it from the database also, from this database. Right now user have only two records. We have only two records. Nazar, can you see that? Khushi, we have only two records right now. Now we are just trying to delete. Okay, I clicked on delete and yeah, click on OK. But this record is not hidden, hidden, or you can say it is deleted. Believe me, it is deleted from the database, but it is not hidden from the our screen. You can see it is deleted. Now we have only one record on the database, but it is not hidden from our screen. Why? Because our page is not refreshed. If I refresh our page, then it will just show only one record. Okay, but we don't need to refresh. We don't. Our requirement is we don't want to refresh our page. That's why I use that code. If I just refresh this, then it will show only one record because we have only one record in database. Means our query is working, our Ajax is working, but it is not hiding automatically. We have to hide explicitly. That record we have to hide explicitly. That's why I use this code. This is the jQuery code, not Ajax code. This is the jQuery code. Okay. Animate function, we already discussed animate function. We will discuss parent function in tomorrow's session. And just see opacity, this is the CSS code. Opacity, just hiding, for hiding that particular row of table. Okay, I will just describe this code. If I use this code, then it will hide it, that particular record, whatever be the row, it will hide that row. And it is deleting, already it is deleting from database also. Okay, so right now today just keep in your mind that Ajax, this is the syntax of Ajax, how we will get ID using this attribute attr function. Just try to understand attr function. Type means the method type. URL means which page you want to go asynchronously, and the data on that page what you want to send, nothing else. Okay, we will discuss this code and one more time whole code in tomorrow's session. Okay, Nazar, is yeah, there is so many doubts, that's why I can't ask you is there any doubt. Yeah, there is so many doubts. Just try to understand the code. Just try to, I will send you this file. Okay, this display.php, or I will send you total folder. Just try to understand the working of this folder. Okay, the same, we I just use same task whatever we have done previously, our major task. The same, this is the same task or not, Nazar? But just I just included Ajax in our deleting facility, nothing else. Okay, Nazar and Khushi, just you can stay on, and Nazar you can just leave the conference call because you are getting late. Okay, okay, just we will meet tomorrow same time. Okay, bye Nazar, have a nice day. Okay, Khushi, just send me a file, uh, and I will just. Okay, you just already send me. Okay, just please be online. Just 2 minutes. Just please be online. Yeah, Khushi. Let's down. Yeah, I no, I don't get time. It's of time to see that. Okay, okay, okay. I will just see if any changes required. Then I will send the change also. Okay. Now let's see your code. JavaScript. C, Now, what you have done in this code. Document not ready. You use main.js. We have main.js or not? One second. JavaScript. She is there. Yeah, she is there. Yeah, main.js. Yeah, we have main.js also. Okay, so our Java jQuery code will be execute jQuery main.js. I give the name only main.js. That's why I'm removing jQuery main.js. Okay, you have to remain the same thing. Okay, my file name is only main.js. That's why I'm using main.js. Document.ready sub.click. You are alerting high and value where text dot value not this is not correct. Why use value here? It is unnecessary. Okay, button btn button click. Okay. What is our requirement first? If anybody enter anything into text box, you have to just first thing you have to take space in between properties or attributes. Okay, there need spaces. Okay, Kushi, here after name type need space, otherwise it will not work correctly. Okay, type submit class f1 f2. Okay, just give the value in case of name, just give the value. Okay, why value? It will display on the button, that's why, nothing else. Okay, you give the name, just use value. Fed in fed out, you use class sub, class f1, class f2. Okay, with the btn, we don't have btn class. Fishy, we have sub class, so sub dot click, you have to use here sub. Okay, you have to use here sub. Did you understand? Not btn. Okay, okay, you use sub there. Okay, yeah, sub here, yeah, it is correct. On click, you don't alert high. It will, yeah, it will alert high, but yeah, you have used for debugging. You had used for debugging. Okay, right now this value is, you don't have to use here value, where you have created one variable hash text dot value. Now you are getting that value, whatever with the value in text box. Now you have to put that value into your, yeah, no, no, I will just tell you about this code. This is not correct right now. I will just tell you. Right now we have to, first thing, whatever be in text box, it should be it should be display on the or paragraph tag. So dollar, single or double quote, what is our paragraph tag ID, hash, PID. So we have to use PID here, dot val. Within the dot val we have to pass our variable, simple, txt. So it will just give you, okay, I'm just commenting this code. Okay, it will just display, one second, I have to use JavaScript script and khushi.php. Now if I write anything here and click on the first button, it should display staying. It's giving error, one second. How we get the error? Using inspect element. Okay, go to console, click on submit. Now there is no error also. Let me check the code again. Hash PID, maybe it's a double quotes. Well, not how many friends. ID PID, yes, ID is PID txt1. Okay, ID is txt1. Sorry, we have to use txt1 here because what is our text box ID? txt1. That's why I have to use this ID here. Means we are getting the value of from text box and displaying it into one paragraph. Okay, right. Maybe there is one more problem. Okay, this is not value, this is the text. Why? Because it is not an input type tag, which the paragraph tag, and within the text txt. Once again, uncaught reference invalid, left hand side assignment. It is invalid, left hand side assignment. Hash PID. Let me task. Task. This is our code, simple code. Yes, it is working also fine. Text value. What is the difference in this code? PID.text. Yeah, I use txt here, and this is the same code. Let me hard refresh this, maybe because of it's not displaying on. Let me just alert this. Okay, alert one kind of debugger alert txt. Now if we are getting the value, then it will just alert that particular whatever the text box function is alerting. I don't know what. Okay, you don't have to use txt. Use txt. Now alerting on the thing. Not well. Okay, don't use now value is coming. Actually, I didn't use this brackets, and you also didn't use these brackets and the semicolon. That's why we are not getting the value. Okay, now we can remove this alert. This is just for debugging our code. Okay, now let's see our paragraph tag getting the text box value or not. 1 second, Kushi, please be online.
ये काम कर लिए टास्क कर लिए
टास्क पे
इसको देते रहो काम ये फ्री
yeah, Kushi. Now if we just enter anything, it will should be the txt is not defined. Okay, I just change the name, nothing else. I just change tt. Now it will show whatever you have written. It will show on. Please see error. PID is there. Yes, PID is there. Okay. Yes, PID is also there. ID, double quotes, current double quotes, this is like okay, text. Yeah, we use text. Because maybe not a reason. Let me just try this. I'm just using the code after the HTML code. No, that should not be the reason. Yeah, we are getting the value. Still this code, we are correct. Dot click also working. HPID is not working. Why? This paragraph is not working. Why it is not? Okay, yeah, because of this. Machine you have to use. Okay, now it will work. Why? Because you use this small bracket. in case of greater than. Okay, please use small brackets. Now it will work. Now our text is coming on the paragraph tag. Now fade out, fade in means if I click on the fade out, then it should be hidden. Okay, what we use fade out, fade in, class name or id name. One second, class name f1. So we have to use here f1 dot click. Yeah, just remove only, and we need only, we don't need this btn. Why? Because we don't use btn. Okay, just remove this also. And in this, don't use directly button, just use dot your button class name, which is, what is your class name? f1. Okay, f1. And second class name, this fade out f1 and fade in f1 value, and this is f2 dot f2. Okay, now you are, what you are hiding, what you are fading or fade out. In the first, you have to fade out. Okay, fade out. But what you are fade out means hiding div. Is there any div? No, there is no div. You are hiding hash div one. Is there any idea of hash div one? No. You have to hide PID. Okay. You have to use here PID or not? PID. Okay. And here also you have to use PID. PID for displaying also fed in. Fed in. Okay. Now let's see. Why it's fed in, fed out. Yeah, it is showing dot f1 dot f2 dot click. That is correct. Fed out, fed. Why it is not? Okay. Now if I write anything, then it will, if I click on first thing, then it will show on the paragraph tag fed out, fed out, fed in. No, it is not working. This is not so. This fed one dot click, pid dot fed out. Maybe the O is capital, not small and capital. That is working. F should be capital. Okay, O means second letter should be capital. Now it is working our code. Means fed out. O should be capital. Fed in. I should be capital. Okay, Kushi. So you have used wrong IDs. You have used wrong some syntax. You have to use spaces. Okay, just try to implement again the same example. I'll just send you the file also. Try to implement again and try to understand the working of ATTR. Which one? This ATTR, working of this. Okay, just search the Google for ATTR function in jQuery. What you will just write in the Google, ATTR function, ATTR function in jQuery, and you can just find the example from the W3 school also, or anywhere, from any other website also. Just try to understand, tell me what is this, and give me one example by yourself, ATTR, after understanding. Okay, Try to implement one example. Any small example. You can take any small example, but it should be in working format and try to implement this task again. Okay. This Khushi. I will just send you the file also. Task khushi.php. Okay. So I'm just leaving today's session here. We will just meet tomorrow session. I will just check your mail also, whatever you have sent me the description, and if any change required we will discuss in tomorrow's session. Okay Kushi?